We are back in Way of the Hunter on Nez Perce Valley. I am OCG. Today we're doing a realistic hunt for some mule deer. I hope you guys enjoy. So today, basically what's going to happen is we are going to pick a zone and we're going to just sit in it, aka still hunt. We are at a rest zone right now. We're about an hour early, give or take. 30 minutes, really. And rest zone for these mule deer down here. I need to find their other one, but we'll do that later. So I'm just going to sit here for a while and see if these guys show up. This is an often zone, I just checked. And hopefully something shows up, and hopefully not behind me because my wind is going that direction. Also brought the Remington 7600, so we'll see how that goes. The new weapon. You get the inside joke there. Well, we definitely have some. I don't see them yet, but it does sound like they're pretty close. Potentially right in there somewhere. Trying to see through the trees here, but it's not looking so good. Doesn't really matter too much. I do want to move down a little bit closer. Again, still hunting. We're barely moving and then sitting still for a second. Every step into the forest you make is opening up a different piece of that forest. We had a female and a male, I think, give calls. I'm gonna get to this tree right here. Obviously, we are definitely inside their zone, because you could see the zone right there. Not seeing much. Could just be an echo that I'm hearing, and they're actually down this way somewhere. I think I'm going to get to this tree, wait it out a little bit longer, see if they get closer. If they don't, we'll start giving a call and see if we can bring one of these guys in. Yeah, it feels like they're right there. Possibly over that hill, where I just can't see them. I don't know, but I'm hoping for a big boy today. I want a massive 5-star. That's what I want. Let's will it into existence. We could do that, right? That's how things work. It'd be nice if it did. They're right there. Okay, so they're pretty close. About 130 yards, give or take. Can't see anything just yet other than that one, so... yeah, I think I'm just going to sit here for just a little bit longer, and maybe they'll make their way out into this open field here, and we can take a good shot on one, if there's a big boy. Okay, so it looks like they're not going to come out of that spot, so we're just going to go ahead and give a call here for a high fitness, and hopefully have a massive muley down there. That'd be nice. They're just kind of sitting down there in that pocket, which is no good for me. I can't see anything. No responses back, so might not have anything. I'm definitely in range. Unless there's one further down. But unlikely. So I plan to have some merch designs for you guys to check out. I plan on at least putting that on the community posts for the weekend of July 4th. I know a lot of people are going to be busy, so it is what it is, but if you happen to see it, leave your vote on that. Hopefully I can have them done by then. I'm not even sure exactly how many I'm going to have or exactly what they're going to be just yet, but I am trying to put some stuff together and hopefully at least have a couple images that you guys can check out, and hopefully it's something you guys like. Now, if it's not, obviously we will tweak it and try to make it something that you guys want to purchase, because I don't want to, again, I don't want to make something that nobody's going to buy. That defeats the purpose, right? So I got a call, but I don't know if it's if it's actually him calling back or if it's just a call. Based on that, I don't see anything yet, and I don't really seem to be getting a lot of calls. I'm just going to say it's just a random call, and I'm not actually calling anybody in. I'll give it a little bit longer and a couple more calls, but if nothing shows up in like maybe 2 more calls, we're going to swap over to a low fitness and see if we can get a low fitness in here. And hopefully there's an old low fitness that we could just take out. I lied. We've got a big boy. I don't know how big he is. You can't see him right now, but he's right here. I just saw him dip down and pop up and then disappear again, so I don't know, but he looked white. And I don't know if that's actually the case, because I don't think you can get a albino mule deer, so he just must be really, really gray. I think the mule deer are melanistic and the whitetail are albino. I'd like to see this guy again. And I know he was right there. Was. Could have went down and was over here now. Just keep my eyes peeled. See if we can see him again. He could just be walking, and I might not actually have called him in. That's another possibility. A pretty good possibility, actually, because I think I would have seen him by now if he was actually coming in this way. Yeah. I think he just decided to walk a little bit. He ended up being down there. Anyway, I'm going to stay here for a bit. Give a couple more calls and just see what happens. Again, if nothing shows up, we'll swap over to a low fitness. Okay, this is going to be my last call for a high fitness. If I don't see anything after this one, we will swap over to low fitness. He might just be a super old low fitness. I mean, he was like solid white. So he is definitely old. Alright, let's swap over to a low fitness here. See if we can get something in. They could just be ignoring me, and we might have a high fitness in there. Again, it's always best if you can get eyes on, but I'm not going to work my way into the position where I can actually see them because we're trying to still hunt today. We're just going to try to sit still, hence the name Still Hunt. Now, obviously, there's also different versions of Still Hunt, I'm pretty sure, where one, you just sit still like this, and you just call them in or wait for them to show up. The other option is you slowly creep your way into a forest. In Way of the Hunter, it's a little more difficult because you can't control how loud you are. So you're kind of limited to a certain range. At a certain range, they're going to hear you. It'd be nice if you could do it. Like if I just did this the whole way there. Yeah, I could probably get there, but at the same time, they're going to leave before I can get to them. So it'd be nice if we could do all that kind of stuff. That's not the one I want. There's an old guy in there somewhere. Really, 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 really old guy. I'd like to see him. Again, he could be the high fitness and he's just ignoring me. That's a very good possibility. There's something right there. I don't know what that is, though. It'd just be a rock. So looks like they went down this hill and went behind this other hill. And they're over there somewhere now. Based on where this guy was coming from. Just trying to see if I see the other guy, but I don't. So far, it's just this one. Man, I want to know if that guy was high fitness now. That's definitely not the guy I saw. The guy I saw was like solid white and had a giant rack. Is that you? Might be you. I can't believe you're in low fitness. Look at this rack on this guy. Low fitness. You did. Night-night. Pretty sure that's either a lung shot or a heart shot, but I don't think it was a heart shot. I think I was too far to the right. But that was the guy I saw. I think the lighting, though, is what made him look super white to me. Or, that wasn't the guy I saw, and there's actually a bigger one. If there was, he didn't want to come in, so... That guy was good to take out. He was lopsided. Obviously, he was low fitness, so... Definitely worth taking. Let's see if we got a heart shot or if that was a lung shot. I don't see him right off the bat, so I'm guessing that was a lung shot. But he's definitely gonna die. That's for sure. Alright, let's see if I can track this guy down. I am gonna take you guys with me on this one. Sometimes you guys like to see the tracking. Oh, it's not a very good one. Must have just hit it. I don't know. Again, sometimes the light helps with finding blood, but not in this case because it's super bright. Yeah, getting into this red stuff is no fun. Especially if you don't have a lung shot. Like, I would never be able to find just a red drop of blood in this stuff. Luckily, he is bleeding a lot, and he is down right here. Yeah, so it was mainly an artery and left lung there. This guy's definitely wonky. He could have been, if he was a high fitness, he could have been huge. But obviously, 2-star, 48% mature, he was good to take out. Definitely not going to make it a 5. Man, crazy looking though. Obviously, just to sell. Alright, I'm in position at a new zone. It is like 6 a.m. right now. They won't start to feed until 7 a.m. So we're going to be sitting here for a little bit longer, but we're over here at this zone. For these guys right there. I think this is the last one we were at. No, we were over here. We were at this one right there. So we're going to be checking this guy out. See what he's got. It might be over there. I didn't check to see if this is an off zone. We can do that real quick because it's literally right here. Hopefully they show up over here. If not, we will move to a different zone, obviously. It's rarely. Okay, well, it's slightly unlikely that they're going to be over here. But you never know. So I'm going to sit here for a little while. Check it out a little bit. And if nothing shows up, we will move on. I might go check that spot. Maybe. If not, I might go check one over here. We'll see. Okay, so I sat there until about 7:40 in the last zone. Nothing showed up. We moved to the other zone over here that I decided to go to. This is an often zone, so hopefully they decide to show up on this one and don't go to the rare one. But it is super early. It is 5:30, so I'm going to be sitting here for about an hour and a half. I'll be keeping an eye out for things and see what shows up. Well, I have found them. Oh, wow. Okay. I think he might be the biggest out of this herd. Now, the question is, do I take him yet? Because obviously he's not very old. They got wind to me, that's why they're kind of acting the way they are. Because my wind's going that way. So I might let them calm down a little bit. That guy's huge. Man, he's got the white tips and everything. Just a female. Man, I might have to take this guy. I'm afraid to take him. Because I feel like he can get bigger because he's not old. I mean, he's old, but he's not that old like that. That's old. Oh, man. I want to take him so bad. That guy's lopsided. I can't. I gotta let him live. I have to. I have to let him live. So what we're going to do is we're going to call in a low fitness when they get calmed down here, because they're definitely going to be in this area. And we will see... Man, he is huge. So is that guy. Holy smokes. He is wonky as can be, so I'm going to take him, I think. They know I'm here. What's the range on this sucker here? What are we looking at? 250? Ooh, man, I could take this shot. Not the easiest of shots, especially with the angle I'm on right now. I can't take that. I'll hit that limb. Give me a decent shot, buddy. Give me a decent shot. Stop. Stand still. Spook the wolves, I think. Yeah, this is the guy I'm going to take. I'm going to let that other guy with the white tips stay alive for a while. Oh, man. I want to take this shot so bad. But I just can't yet. I need a good shot. I need a good angle. I can neck him or spine him right now, but that's not the way to do it. So, I need to wait. I need to wait for him to turn. Can't take that. I can't rush this. I can't rush it. Patience. Even if I don't take him now, I can take him in a minute, because they're going to be around. Only reason I'm taking this guy is he's lopsided and he's old. Oh, come on now. Right behind the tree? Are you really? Of course. Of course he is. I can't take it while he's walking, because I know I'll move it just a smidge too far, and I'll miss. Can I take this now? He's dead. Sweet. Okay, so, again, the reason I took him, he was lopsided. He was old. I don't know if he was mature, but he was close. And I definitely wanted to leave that guy with the white tips alive, because he is either young or an adult. Probably an adult, probably late stage adult. So he's getting close to mature, my guess. And I definitely want to watch that guy get into a 5, because he is definitely going to be a 5. Without a doubt. With those white tines and everything, oh yeah. He is going to be a beast. Anyway, we'll pick this guy up. I think he died right over this little hill, not this one. It might be this one. So I might have got a really good shot on him, because I couldn't see any more blood. Either that or he took a turn. But this is where I saw the blood, and then it just kind of disappeared. Okay, so he did turn. He turned here. I didn't see it go across the road. I was looking for it down that way. It was a good shot, though. I think I hit a good chunk of the lung there. Well, it's obviously a long shot. That is for sure. Yeah, he's dead right there. Really good shot, then. Not a hard shot. He would have dropped faster than this, but the amount of blood is coming out, yeah, he's definitely a good shot. Yeah. Double lunged him, plus the artery. So apparently I am aiming for the artery today. Anyway, obviously this guy's lopsided. He was good to take. I think he's mature. Yeah, mature. 2-star, 62%. Yeah, that other guy, man, he is going to be huge. Anyway, this guy is just a sill. Alright, I'm here at their rest zone. And I'm going to pick a spot here. We're about an hour early, as you could tell there from the purple. But mainly, I go by the clouds. My wind is not too great, so I'm trying to move away in a direction where my wind won't hopefully be an issue. I don't know where these guys are going to come in at, so they can come in right behind me like they did last hunt. But I think right here is probably pretty good. I got a good advantage point. I could see a lot of stuff. Actually, if I moved up further here, I might be able to see a bit more. Although these trees are going to start limiting my sight here, so I think, yeah, I think right here is a pretty good spot. I think we're gonna just sit right here and see what decides to show up. It is an off-in zone. I just checked. Of course. Guess where they show up at? Oh, right behind me. Okay, here we go. They didn't smell me. That is good news. Doesn't look like there's anything super massive in here, though. So we might just have to pick one here. If I see anything lopsided, we'll probably take them. Looks like this is the last section here. He's lopsided, isn't he? Yeah, he's very lopsided. He's also mature. He's going night-night. That is for sure. There's a decent one right there. I need to see him, actually. Oh, snap. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got potential, boys. But we're going to let him live. And we're going to take this guy right here. If he gives me a shot. You guys are really close. I'm really surprised I didn't get wind of me when they were behind me. Because my wind is definitely going that way. Nope. Ah, man, I thought he was going to just move right there and stay right in between these trees. But no, he decided to sit down. By the way, guys, I did want to say thank you for all the support. It's been absolutely fantastic. And if you guys really want to help support the channel, just make sure you share it with your friends or your family or just with anybody, really. Because that really does help out the channel because it gets more people to the channel. And it increases the chance that they subscribe or leave a like or comment or, you know, might enjoy my content. I really want to take this, but I can't with that shoulder there. Could probably hit the heart right here. Of course, he's just going to sit behind a tree. Okay, maybe I could take this shot. It's a little harder when he's laying down, but I think I could take this shot. Man, I just want him to stand up. I want the perfect shot. This guy's symmetrical, so he's got potential to be something when he gets older. If he stands up and his shoulder's not in the way, we could take this shot. Yeah, that guy's not bad. Is he? Yeah, he's symmetrical. I think that's the one that's got potential to be something, but I don't think so. I think he's too old. I don't know. He might be an adult, actually. If you look at his face compared to the other guy, it's not quite as gray. I mean, right here, you see that? Super tan or brown, really white. So this guy's super old. This guy's probably an adult or a young adult. One of the two. This guy's obviously young. And this guy's obviously young. So this guy's got potential. That's for sure. This other guy, though, is going to go night-night if he ever gives me a shot. He's absolutely trolling me right now by just standing behind this tree. I can't hit that when he's walking. Come on, stand still. Stand still. Double lunged him there. Okay, good shot. Yeah, he was definitely the one to take out there. Obviously, I could have taken that adult and, you know, possibly get a 3-star. But I do believe he's going to be a 4 or a 5. Yeah, double lunged him there. Oh, man, I hit the rib. Would have liked to hit between it, but it is what it is. I'm going to say he's a 2. Oh, he's a 1. Okay, 30% mature. He was definitely good to take out. Nothing special there. Obviously, just to sell. And with that, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys want to see more videos like this one, check out these videos right here. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please head down and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And as always, have a fantastic day. OCG out.